I'm Drew Mojer. I am a film studies major here at Eckerd, and I will be going to the Sundance Film Festival for the second time. I think independent film functions as a sort of cultural identity of sorts. It it's made up of filmmakers and journalists and spectators and different audience members and just everyone involved in this whole process of viewing and making films outside of a typical studio or Hollywood kind of production. And I think the act of making these films and being independent, as the name suggests, from studios or big companies, and the freedom that that's allotted, or that comes with this independence, but also the constraints as well. All of that builds into this idea of what independent film is, and what it means to watch independent film, and things like that, and it all kind of builds into this idea of what everyone involved believes it to be, and is variable for every person, but I think of it as a sort of cultural identity, this identity around making and viewing films outside of the traditional norms of film production. I think the biggest bonus, or the plus side to independent film, and why it's important, is that it provides a lot of people voices that aren't normally heard, and that can be minorities, or pretty much, or just people that don't have access to the proper studio equipment or various things like that. Independent film is helpful for a lot of people to tell their story, or tell a story that's important to them. And festivals like Sundance and smaller festivals like the ones here in St. Pete all function to kind of be this important venue for them to express themselves and express their stories. And I think that's one of the probably the most important parts of independent filmmaking. Well, I've been once before, and I think the bonus to going back is that I'll be able to see what's different, obviously, and to view new movies and new films and meet different people. So all of that is part of this whole adventure of going back a second time. But I think as well, I'm going with a little bit different perspective of a little bit more writing about film and interviewing people, so a little bit kind of journalistic aspect of it, which I did last time, but it was a little bit more kind of blogging based. This I'll actually be able to do interviews with filmmakers and cast members, and I'll be able to reflect on that, and I'll be able to write a lot more film reviews as well, so I'm excited about that, and introducing a new way of not only addressing film, but engaging with independent film as well.